Greetings, I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman. Decided to make this video for you today to go over a little bit more, discuss about developing your intuition. I will also include some exercises for you as well. That we are at a very powerful moment, so to speak, in time, this age of Aquarius, the Great Awakening. So it's very, very important that we continue to work on our spiritual growth and development, more so now than ever before. Okay. We can actually stop patterns from repeating. You may have heard some people say, well, this is just the law of karma. This has to happen. This situation had to happen, and it's beyond our control. This is everything that had to play out, and so be it. Yes and no to this. Okay? This earth plane, we have been taught, all right, we have been taught from our left brain type of learning what we think our reality is. All right? The world of opposites, good versus bad. Well, all of this was co-created by humanity. All right, we created this separation. All right. So in the divine structure, and not just this universe, because this universe is a part of a multiverse. All right. Our brains cannot understand or wrap around how huge creation really is. But that's okay. We'll save that topic for another day. So the most important thing at this time is just to step outside these limitations that we have created for ourselves. We absolutely, at one time, you may have heard in history say when man walked with gods. You have to understand that we were part of these gods. And it's not taking anything away from the divine creator. All right? We were equals. Equals. Absolutely so. And that makes us co-creators. We are co-creators even today. Can we not produce life? We can. We also can produce very positive or very negative type of outcomes. It is up to us. This is part of our co-creation. Now, there is a universal law, a universal balance that we all must maintain. We have a choice. This is the free will. As soon as we step aside from this either direction, from this balanced state of being, and choose to go to the left or to the right, we create this imbalance vibrationally all through creation. So it has to balance back out. All right? Creation, universe, multiverse has to stay in this constant being of balance. All right? So anything that we do to throw off balance, it has to right itself. This is where people may think this is what you get what you put out. This is karma coming back to you. In a sense, yes. If you choose to step off that balance scale, you've got to pay the price for that. All right. And usually it's us trying to right our own mistakes. Pretty much. That's what it is. No one is punishing us. God's not punishing us. No one else punishes us except for ourselves. We have to right any mistakes that we make. All right. So it's taking ownership and responsibility for our lives. That's a very big part of it. Again, as soon as you eliminate that there is separation, things become so much easier. It really does. Now, it can become easier spiritually, but I'm sure in the physical world, as far as, well, this is easy here, but how can I survive, whether it's job, money, home, etc. All right. All these answers are being revealed to us. We got to get back to the sense of community. Can we survive without money? We did before. We really did. So we have survived longer without money than with it. All right, we've just forgotten. We really have. All right, so how to develop your intuition, some steps and some exercises. I do feel this is very powerful. And as we begin to know who we are, some may remember past lives. You may get visions, you may start to have dreams, or you just maybe become conscious of events that happened in your past life. This is important because this helps make up who we are. And I'm sure a lot of us has had that question. Who didn't ask, who are we? You know, at one point or another. Okay, so this just helps to understand who we are more. And because the more familiar we are with all aspects of ourself, all right, we should be the balanced being, but we do flip from the positive to the negative, all right, and the negative being referred to as the shadow part of us, all right, and even the light part of us. We must be familiar with all of our aspects, even our shadow aspect, because this is where people are likely to reside in, and they call it the negativity part. But the less likely we are to, if we are aware of all of these aspects, especially the shadow part, the less likely it is for the shadow part to control us. All right, to control us. When we remain out of awareness of a situation, it can control us. The more aware you are, the more command you are in. And for those of you who maybe you might be new to watching, this is the first video of mine that you have watched, I encourage you to go back and watch some other videos that discusses the difference between control and command, because there is a difference. All right, just real briefly, control comes from our mind, and I'm not talking about our balanced mind either. We're talking about the mind that we were taught to use as only half. All right, and that is the left side of our mind. That is how the society is built around. All right, so this awakening is awakening now the right part of your mind, right? Your right mind. All right. When it's balanced, and see, the right side's a team player. It wants to be balanced, and the most powerful mind ever, you hear people say having a powerful mind is a unified mind, which then creates the third eye type of mind of thinking or being. All right, so that's the most powerful mind ever, is a unified one. It's the third eye mind, so to speak. All right, so some powerful exercises that have helped me, and I used to be very okay, so I am maybe still spastic a little bit, very active, but I used to be very much so that it was very hard to sit down and meditate. Meditation is powerful. All right, it is something that we need to do, to be, and meditation is something that we can do, something that we enjoy, whether it's a hobby, whether it's painting, it's reading, it's taking a walk, nature trails. These are all forms of awake walking meditations, so to speak. All right, and you can also sit down and do that as well. You don't even have to meditate with your eyes closed. You can have your eyes open. If you choose for the eyes open option, you might want to have something to focus on to distract your mind. And the most powerful focus item that I have found is a candle. Light a candle, all right, and focus on the flame. Then as you're doing that, let the thoughts that come through your mind, let them come in. Is this relevant to anything right now? No, let it go. All right, notice your muscles. Are you relaxed? All right, just allow any thoughts that pop in, to honor it for a moment. Say, can I use this right now? We'll get back to this later. Don't let something come up as far as, the rest of the schedule for the day. I'm aware of that. We'll get to that later. Let's take care of this now. Move on. And keep doing that, and it's going to take practice. It always does. keeping a journal and writing down your thoughts, your feelings, even if it's the events of your day, just to start writing. Write your journal. Dream journals, any type of journals, just write them. Pay attention to what catches your eye or ear and write about it. All right, what catches your attention? Learn the energy language, like your response to people, places, and situations. All right, don't just, oh, it is what it is and move on. No, it's not. Let's analyze it a little bit more, because it affects us. Does it affect us? Does our reaction have an impact on us that's going to affect us hours later, minutes later, days later? You know how sometimes things replay in your mind. So this is why it's important to do that. Also, honor yourself and honor the way that you perceive, the way that you react to things. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay. This is all part of learning who you are. All right? So again, pay attention to dreams. Keep a notebook by your bed and write it down first thing in the morning. This is one of my favorite type of exercises, is just becoming a little bit more aware, building up your awareness. Make a list of all the parts of your house. Now, find a part of your body to match each part of the house. All right? So what part of your body would represent the kitchen? Most people think, my stomach, you know. Anyway, do this. It's really fun, and it helps you to get to know you more. And then even go, well, why did I say that? All right? Then make a list of the places you like to travel to or visit. All right? And then find a flower or a plant that matches to each one of these places. When you think of a place that you'd like to go to or visit, what type of flower, plant, or tree do you think of? And just what's your first impression? Don't overthink this. You're going to use first impressions here. All right? You can list the different people in your life and match them to a color. What color do you think of? Do this. Practice this with people in your life, with your family members, and guarantee the color is going to change depending on, just make notice of this. This is what's fun. What color is my family member today? Will that change tonight? Will that change later on? Or generally, what is their color, and does it change when they're upset or aggravated? It's kind of fun just to do, but it's making you aware energetically, and that's what this is energy exercises. Okay, it makes you more connected to the energies. All right, so you can just think of anything that you want to be listed. Think of anything else, and try to find similarities. Try to match it up. All right, because it's fun when we do this, and it helps to make more awareness of yourself, who you are energetically, and how you respond. What is your reaction to a situation? You will catch it much quicker when you do these types of exercises. You will catch when you're getting upset. You will start to ask yourself very important questions. Why is this upsetting me? All right. Is it because there's, this situation or this person is triggering something inside me that I know I have to work on, and it agitates me? Or does this person just agitate me? Why does the person agitate me? Is it a reflection of me? Is it something about them that reminds me of another person or another situation that I just am not fond of? Again, really ask yourselves these important questions. It should be your mind asking your heart and allowing your heart, your sacred heart center, to respond. This is a balanced dialogue. All right, and this is what you want to have. This is how you want to have that balance. All right, so I hope that these tips today have helped you, and I love to hear feedback. You can email me at tiffany@whitesagewoman.com. My website is www.whitesagewoman.com. You can also find me at True Psychics Network. That is truepsychicsnetwork.com. Thank you all very much, and have a very beautiful day. Many blessings.